Well, I know how fervent everybody was on the other side of the aisle to make sure that Hunter Biden, the whistleblower there, was brought in. And be nice to see that when you have something at stake, and this is all the information on Hunter, but in essence, it's all of America who is going to be on Social Security. And certainly and clearly, there are things that we could do to improve and help and aid.
That was Representative Larson speaking at the recent Social Security hearing just a couple of days ago. I'm going to play that full video clip, let you know what he's talking about. You're not going to want to miss that. Also, we have the Social Security chief shares an update on plans for major changes to Social Security. What could those changes be? Well, I'm going to let you know later on in the video. And I'll give you some other important updates on Social Security. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, Social Security chief shares update on plans for major changes. What are these major changes? How is it going to affect your personal Social Security? I'm going to get into all that, but first, let me play that video clip of Representative Larson speaking at the Social Security hearing just a couple days ago. Take a listen to this.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, again. And Mr. Chairman, I want to ask you if you will commit to bringing DOJ before us to hold a hearing on the whistleblower report.
We're working at, my understanding as legal counsel is looking at the whistleblowers. Obviously, there's sensitivity around that. I do think there'll be some more information that comes out over that. We want to make sure that one, we protect the confidentiality of the whistleblower, and we'll figure out how to move forward with that, working with the whistleblower and their representatives on what to do moving forward.
Is that a yes?
Well, I don't know if we'll have a hearing, but certainly we want to proceed. Obviously, it's very important on whistleblowers to make sure that not only do we make sure the programs work right, but also make sure that we protect their confidentiality and their preferences as well.
Well, I know how fervent everybody was on the other side of the aisle to make sure that Hunter Biden, the whistleblower there, was brought in. And be nice to see that when you have something at stake, and this is all the information on Hunter, when we have something like everyone's Social Security records at stake here, I think it's mandatory that this Congress and the American people know exactly what's happened. Mrs. Broniger, would you agree with that?
Yes, I think it is an important topic, and I think people would like to know more.
Let me ask the other panelists, do you agree that the whistleblower should, in these charges, let me start with an easy question. Do you have any idea, Mr. Tyree, where that information is, SSA? That DOJ spirited away?
I do not, Mr. Larson, and
I understand.
based on my lived experience, I'd like to know where it is as well, but I'm not going to speak for others.
Sure.
Thank you.
Mrs. Walsh?
No, I do not know where it is.
Mr. Sanderson? Dr. Hoffman? No, it's, again, I understand. I get the point that you probably can't possibly know, but here it is. And you all did an excellent job in your presentations and have valid concerns about disability and how we can improve it. But how can we improve it if we're laying off 7,000 people, if we're not fixing the antiquated phone system, if we're saying it's all going to change because of AI, and yet an unvetted group of people is allowed to come in and look at everybody's individual records? Is that a good thing, Mrs. Groninger?
No, I don't think so, Representative Larson.
Dr. Hoffman?
I will note that from a contractor point of view, we have to go through extensive vetting to be able to access data.
But no one from DOJ did. Mr. Sanderson.
Yeah, in general, I think it's very important to maintain people's privacy and their confidential information. I think that's always the case in any setting.
Mrs. Walsh?
I agree. You have to be vetted, and there is a process for being cleared to be able to see information.
Thank you. Mr. Tyree.
yeah, I believe it's a subject matter that should be kept confidential at all times.
So we have this situation where we have the nation's #1 anti-poverty program for the elderly, the #1 anti-poverty program for children, carrying all of the documentation of more than 70 million people. But in essence, it's all of America who is going to be on Social Security. And certainly and clearly, there are things that we could do to improve and help and aid people with disabilities, the waiting period to receive disabilities. People have died waiting to get their disability payments. Why, in God's name, are we spiriting that information away and putting it in a cloud? Whatever the good that means, I just can't fathom it. And I think it's, Mr. Chairman, I think it's important that this committee, who has the Committee of Cognizance, gets the answers to this. We tried earlier with a inquiry of resolution to have Elon Musk come before here, but apparently there are some people in this country that are above the law and don't have to come before the Congress. And now we have Doge, 24-year-olds, unvetted, unaccountable, doing the same thing with people's information, unaccountable for. I want to thank the witnesses for your candor and your honesty.
What are your thoughts on that? If you appreciate how I'm sharing the facts, sharing you the video clips, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Just trying to give you the straight facts and let you decide what you think is best. Speaking of which, in fact, Social Security Chief shares update on plans for major changes. What are these major changes? Well, let's get into it here. The Commissioner of Social Security, Frank Bisignano, visited Wichita, Kansas field office last week and outlined plans to transition the agency away from paper checks and expand online accounts. The SSA serves roughly 72 million beneficiaries and handles other services tied to more than 330 million Social Security numbers. Changes to how benefits are delivered affect a large share of Americans who rely on monthly payments for retirement, disability, and survivor benefits. So Bisignano is looking to restructure operations as part of a broader modernization effort under President Trump's administration, saying this: "I'm interested in improving the experience for people who work in the office, also giving them the best tools and the easiest way to interact with the public." Also saying, I think it's how do we raise employee satisfaction? How do we raise client satisfaction? And most of all, I've said multiple times, we're going to meet people where they want to be met. So Bisignano visited Wichita because of pressure from Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren, and saying this: the Senator Warren was quite surprised at the turnaround in performance, so surprised that she asked for an audit of it. And we all know what the results of the audit are going to be: A+. It was up at 40 minutes a year ago, and it's single digits now. That's technology, and that's good leadership, and that's management and support from Congress. He's talking about the wait times going from 40 minutes a year ago now to single digits. So supposedly services are getting better at Social Security. Personally, I'm not on Social Security. I have many family members on Social Security, so I'm not really dealing with customer service with Social Security. But I'm really curious, from your perspective, has service enhanced from Social Security? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Oh, hi guys, I didn't see you there. Hi guys, this is Bella, this is the tip of the day. What you should always do, think of something positive in your mind and stay creative. Because if you don't do those two things, you'll not be like more creative and stuff. Because you need to exercise your mind to be creative and stuff. Like, I found this, now I'm doing it. You need to find something creative in your mind that you can... You need to find something creative in your mind. that you can do.
We have increases for millions of Social Security recipients up to $650 through the Trump bump, or is it going to be a Trump slump? Find out in this video over here. Also, I have the opening remarks from Ron Estes from the latest Social Security hearing. So click that video now, and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.